We all know Stonehenge, those iconic stones rising out of the mist on Salisbury Plain, standing silent and mysterious for thousands of years. For centuries, they've captured our imagination, drawing visitors from around the world to marvel at their size and wonder about their purpose. But what if I told you that, long before Stonehenge was even a dream, people in Scotland were building something just as spectacular, perhaps even more so? Hidden in the wild, rugged beauty of the Scottish Highlands, a secret lay buried for millennia, waiting to be uncovered. Imagine a structure so vast and ancient, it predates Stonehenge by over 1,000 years. Picture a time when the land was untamed, and yet people came together to create something monumental, something that would stand the test of time, even if only in memory and in the earth itself. This is real history. Immense timber halls, hidden for 6,000 years, built around 4000 BC. These were not mere shelters but grand communal buildings, constructed with skill and vision, their remains only now coming to light through careful excavation. These halls are older than the pyramids of Giza, older than almost any monument you can name. Their age alone is astonishing, but their scale and sophistication are what truly set them apart. Their discovery rewrites our understanding of early British architecture. It shows us that the urge to build big, to create lasting symbols of community and belief, began far earlier than we ever imagined. Monumental construction didn't start with stone, it began with wood, on a scale we never imagined possible for people of that era. These timber halls were feats of engineering, requiring planning, cooperation, and a shared vision. These weren't simple huts, they were the cathedrals of their day, built by Britain's first farmers. Inside, families gathered, stories were shared, and rituals performed. They were the beating heart of early communities. The story of these halls marks the moment when people stopped wandering and began to settle, farm, and build communities. It was a turning point, the dawn of a new way of life, rooted in the land and in each other. This was the Neolithic period, the dawn of farming, new ideas, and monumental architecture. People learned to shape the world around them, to grow crops, raise animals, and build homes that would last for generations. The Carnoustie Halls are the best evidence of this incredible transition. Discovered beneath the soil, their remains tell a story of innovation, ambition, and the birth of settled life in Britain. They show us that early farmers were thriving, organizing, and building for the future. These were not isolated families, but vibrant communities working together, sharing knowledge and resources. Archaeology constantly surprises us, and Carnoustie is a discovery that shatters old assumptions. Each artifact, each post hole, is a clue to a forgotten world, a reminder that history is always more complex than we think. It challenges our perceptions and forces us to ask, who were these people? What did they believe? How did they see their place in the world? How did they build such enormous structures with only stone, wood, and bone? The ingenuity and determination required is almost unimaginable, yet they achieved it, leaving a legacy that endures in the landscape. This isn't just a Scottish story, it's a human story of innovation and community at the dawn of British civilization. It's about the universal drive to create, to belong, and to leave something behind for those who come after. The past is never as simple as we think. Every discovery adds a new layer, a new chapter to the story of who we are. Sometimes it's even more extraordinary, reminding us that the roots of civilization run deeper and are more wondrous than we ever dared to imagine. Where was this ancient marvel found? You might imagine a windswept moor or a lonely hillside far from the bustle of modern life. But the truth is even more surprising. This incredible discovery was made not on a remote landscape but right beneath the playing fields of Carnoustie High School in Angus, Scotland, a place where children run, laugh, and play every day, completely unaware of the secrets lying just below their feet. In 2017, as part of routine preparations for new sports pitches, a standard archaeological survey was ordered. It was supposed to be just another box ticked before construction could begin. No one involved expected to find anything remarkable. The field looked ordinary, undisturbed, and unremarkable. Just another patch of grass in a busy town. But then, subtle marks in the soil, barely visible to the untrained eye, began to appear. These ghostly outlines, known as post holes, hinted at something much larger and older than anyone had imagined. As the archaeologists dug deeper, a massive pattern slowly emerged from the earth. Not just one, but two enormous timber halls began to take shape, their outlines stretching across the field. The main hall alone was over 25 meters long, longer than a tennis court and wide enough to host dozens of people. Its sheer size was astonishing. The giant post holes revealed that the building was supported by timbers as thick as tree trunks, holding up a roof that must have towered above the ancient landscape. This entire discovery happened by pure chance, a direct result of modern construction, and the requirement for developer-funded archaeology. Without these rules, the ancient halls might have remained hidden forever. It really makes you wonder, how many more secrets are still buried beneath our towns and cities, waiting for the right moment to be uncovered? Carnoustie, a town once known mainly for its world-famous golf course, now has another claim to fame, one that stretches back thousands of years. The site sits on lush, fertile coastal land, the kind of place that would have been perfect for early farmers and settlers looking to build a new life. 6,000 years ago, this area was a thriving hub of activity, a center for farming, gathering and community life, bustling with people who shaped the land in ways we are only just beginning to understand. Today, the children of Carnoustie play football and enjoy their school days on top of one of Britain's most important prehistoric sites, completely unaware of the ancient stories beneath their feet. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes, history is quite literally right under our feet, hidden in the most unexpected places. All it takes is a little curiosity, and a bit of digging, to reveal the incredible past that still lies beneath us. The ordinary world around us can hide the most extraordinary stories just waiting to be discovered. Picture these halls, not primitive huts, but masterpieces of Neolithic engineering. Imagine standing before these vast structures, their silhouettes rising from the misty Scottish landscape, a testament to the vision and skill of their builders. Massive oak posts, each a whole tree trunk, formed the structure. These timbers were carefully selected from ancient forests, chosen for their strength and size, and transported over considerable distances. These posts were set deep in the ground, requiring teamwork and ingenuity to raise. Dozens of people would have worked in unison, using ropes, levers, and sheer determination to lift each trunk upright. The larger hall, over 25 meters long, was a true giant for its time. Its sheer scale would have dominated the landscape, visible from miles around, and likely inspired awe in all who saw it. Its design, rows of huge uprights, supported a high thatched roof. The interior space was vast and open, a communal area sheltered from the elements where people could gather, work, and celebrate together. Walls of wattle and daub kept out the Scottish weather. This ancient technique, weaving flexible branches and coating them with clay, created sturdy, weatherproof walls that protected against wind and rain. At 4000 BC, these were among the largest roofed buildings in Britain. Nothing else of this scale had ever been built here before, marking a new era in communal living and construction. Their construction style links them to a wider Neolithic tradition across Britain and Europe. Similar halls have been found from Orkney to the continent, showing how ideas and techniques spread across ancient communities. Building these halls meant felling oaks with stone axes, shaping timbers, and raising them with sheer muscle. Every stage demanded skill, patience, and a deep understanding of the natural world. It was a community project, months, maybe years of effort. Generations may have worked side by side, passing down knowledge and traditions as they built something greater than themselves. The act of building bound people together as much as the finished hall itself. Shared labor forged strong social ties, creating a sense of belonging and shared purpose. These were monuments to cooperation and ambition. They stood not just as shelters, but as symbols of what people could achieve when they worked together, leaving a legacy that still inspires us today. What were these vast buildings for? Archaeologists believe they were the heart of the community, perhaps homes for chieftains, symbols of power and status. But more than that, they were gathering places, village halls for feasts, ceremonies, and celebrations. Imagine a roaring fire, people sharing food and stories, forging social bonds. The halls likely had ritual significance too, places to honor ancestors and mark life's milestones. They blurred the lines between home, temple, and community center. Here, power was displayed, decisions made, and the gods honored. These halls represent a new, complex way of living. They were the beating heart of Neolithic society. The Carnoustie site wasn't just about buildings, it was a treasure trove of artifacts. Archaeologists found polished stone axes, flint arrowheads, and pottery in the carinated bowl style. Some objects, like a Yorkshire flint arrowhead, reveal long-distance trade. Pottery analysis showed residues of milk and cheese, evidence of farming and feasting. Fine pottery suggests food sharing was central to ceremonies. The site's story didn't end in the Neolithic. Nearby, a Bronze Age hoard, sword, spearheads, gold ornaments, was buried as a ritual offering. The memory of this place endured for millennia. Carnoustie was a sacred spot, its significance passed down through generations. The past here is layered, rich, and enduring. To grasp Carnoustie's importance, compare it to other Neolithic sites. Stonehenge is famous for stone, Carnoustie for timber, but both were monumental centers for their communities. Carnoustie shows that building big began with wood, long before stone circles. Skara Brae reveals domestic life, but Carnoustie's hall was for the whole community, a different kind of social organization. Other timber halls like Balbrigdy show this was a widespread tradition. Carnoustie stands out for its preservation and wealth of finds. It fills a crucial gap in our knowledge of early Scotland. There wasn't just one Neolithic way of life. Britain was a patchwork of vibrant societies. Carnoustie gives us a rare, detailed glimpse into one of those traditions. It's a window into a flourishing ancient world. The Carnoustie halls change how we see early British society. Their scale and complexity reveal a highly organized community with strong leadership. Building such halls required planning, resources, and cooperation. Evidence of long-distance trade, like the Yorkshire arrowhead, shows Britain was connected even then. These people weren't isolated, they were part of a wider world. The halls hint at emerging social hierarchies, perhaps the home of a powerful chieftain. The site's continued importance into the Bronze Age shows a deep cultural memory. For ancient people, the landscape was alive with meaning. Carnoustie's halls anchored a sacred landscape for millennia. They were more than buildings. They were symbols of power, memory, and identity. Carnoustie's discovery proves history is everywhere, often hidden in plain sight. It was found by chance thanks to modern construction and rescue archaeology. Developer-funded archaeology is now the main way we uncover lost history. Without it, sites like Carnoustie would vanish forever. Archaeologists race against time to record what they find before it's lost. The halls themselves are gone, but their story survives in records and artifacts. This reminds us how fragile our heritage is. Every discovery depends on planning, funding, and skilled archaeologists. Carnoustie is a triumph, but also a warning to protect what remains buried. Our past is precious and easily lost. Carnoustie should fire our imaginations. For every known site, countless others lie hidden beneath our feet. These discoveries connect us to our ancestors, not as curiosities, but as real people. The Neolithic builders were creative, organized, and ambitious. Their achievements still shape our landscape. Archaeology gives a voice to those who left no written record. Every find adds a new chapter to our shared story. History isn't finished, it's alive, waiting to be uncovered. Be curious, support archaeology, and look at the world with new eyes. The next great discovery could be just beneath your feet.